Hey guys, listening to some podcasts, editing my Wednesday video, and yeah, I'm online on Uber, waiting to see if I'll get any orders. And before I finished editing, I actually did get an order, a shop and pay at the Freshco. And yeah, there's some weird street stuff going on. Looks like they're replacing the electrical poles, maybe? I don't know. But anyways, over to Freshco. They wanted like 14 things. It was mostly produce. Yeah. I was kind of like, these tomatoes are lying to me, you know? At least the little sign said product of Canada, but on the actual tomatoes it says Mexico. What's the deal, guys? Come on. Get your shit together. But yeah, found everything pretty easily, except for this gluten-free bread. I didn't realize it was gluten-free, therefore in a special place, so I was like looking around all the bread, being like, I don't think it's here, guys. Until I asked someone where the gluten-free bread was. But yeah, found everything that they wanted, so that's always nice. And dropped that off. And I was gonna head home, but got another order, fresh slice, and yeah, it fit in my bag. It was just like some small pizza slices, not a whole pizza apparently. That was it for the order, so I made $22 basically. But at this point, I'm still online, kind of just riding around town. Figure it's been a while since I've been through Nathan Phillips Square, so you know, nothing going on. And then when I went by the legislative building, I did see, I think it's the Galong Fong, I don't know, sort of a cult or whatever their deal is. They're doing something on the lawn, but I just rode past, going to King College Circle at UFT. Seems like they're pretty much done with the renovating stuff that they were doing. The underground parking lot has been built. This road used to just like go up a little hill and you could drive around the circle. But now it is pedestrian only. You know, it's not too hard for like maintenance vehicles to get onto these paths if they need to. They do often do. But yeah, it's definitely a lot nicer that this is not a road. Yeah, there used to always be cars parked around the circle, and I think these trees were here, at least like the older ones. Like they couldn't transplant these big trees, right? But I don't really remember them. There's definitely a bunch of new smaller trees, so that's nice. But just in general, seems like it's working out. It is kind of a pain that they dug up the whole circle for like 3 years, but now it's back. I don't know, it's nice. It is nicer than it was. And yeah, looking at some street junk, a bunch of vacuums. I used to have a vacuum like this one, but pretty happy with the shop vac. I thought about taking this cordless one, but it didn't turn on when I tested it, so I was like, yeah, I'm just not gonna bother. And yeah, nice blooming tree here. I think it's an Easter bloom kind of thing. I forget what the actual flower is called, but it's looking good. I don't know, I found this wooden half box kind of thing. Yeah, I need some like wooden crates for the lawyer show with Amanda. And I was thinking maybe I could use this. It is a little bit like thin, I don't know, I'd have to like modify it and stuff if we were gonna use it, but also might use it for my backpack. I'm trying to, I gotta make a wooden frame kind of thing for my bag, is what I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, bag update, got some rippage down here. It's just on the outer thing, so I don't know, I might remake the outer section of it one day. Might do a big overhaul to the bag, I don't know. But yeah, I'm offline now. Took out some trash, you know, Thursday trash day. And I guess one of my neighbors is tossing this plant. So I liked it. I grabbed it and put it next to my other plants. You know, other plants aren't looking so great. I gotta trim off some dead parts of them. But whatever. So yeah, I'm heading back out in the afternoon. I wanted to ride next to Robarts, have another look at the cherry trees. You know, no major updates, they're still just buds. And yeah, going over the bridge. It feels a little bit more green than it was last time I took some pictures here. At least in the trees in the bottom right there. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm seeing more buds. But yeah. Heading over to Adam and Don's. They're doing a barbecue thing. Yeah, Don with the YouTuber gloves. It's for the hot peppers, not because of the YouTuber chef style. But yeah, hanging out with Bento. He's being cute. Classic dog. And Adam's getting the barbecue set up. First barbecue at Adam and Don's place for the year. Yeah, Don's following a recipe of making these like ginormous burger patties. And we were all like, damn, Don, these patties are gonna be huge. Like, is this how it should really be? She's like, I'm gonna just follow the recipe, you know, believe in the recipe. And they did shrink a bit, so I guess it worked out, but they were huge. And they were also delicious. Gobbled that burger down. So yeah, pretty good first barbecue. Don and Tyler are headed off to pottery class. Yeah. Bento still a little bit shaky. He was afraid of the smoke of the barbecue. No fire alarms went off though, so hopefully he'll get over it a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, took Bento for a second afternoon walk. Made sure he got some good running around time. And a little bit of fetch. Yeah. He looks pretty happy, eh? So yeah, pretty good walking around. I found a USB-C to audio port kind of thing, cable. Oh yeah, and these flowers, apparently these are called crocuses. My grandma used to live on a crocus street, so just neat. Anyways, we're just hanging out in the basement now, playing some GameCube. I was like, Adam, you gotta check out Robotech. I had this game growing up as a kid, and I was like, damn, this game's so cool. I'd never watched the anime until like a few years ago. And honestly, the game wasn't holding up as much as I remember. It's still cool though. And yeah, Dawn came back and showed us some of her pottery class items that she's been making. See, they're pretty good for first time stuff. You know, now she's like, oh, if I was gonna do it again, I'd be doing things differently. But yeah, definitely some usable pottery. And yeah, pretty good. So yeah, we played some more games, checking out Luigi's Mansion. This is one of those games that Adam can beat in like an hour. And we also watched the 2 episodes of The Last of Us that are out. And like, damn, it's a bit stressful to watch The Last of Us. If you know, you know. But yeah, that's enough of hanging out for tonight. I'm heading back home, just on the bike, and I don't think I went online on Uber. I was kind of just like, I'm just gonna go home. So that's more or less it for the night. I did see a skunk on my way back. Love to see a skunk. But yeah, that's it guys. Later.